In the last couple of weeks, I got most of my protein intake from vegan protein. I use a protein powder that's already a mix of different vegan proteins. The point is not so much to consume it because it's vegan, but it seems to be the cheapest protein. I once calculated then per gram of bioavailable protein what the cheapest protein would be. And whey, as well as whey isolate, because they have higher protein bioavailability, actually don't come off as that expensive then, compared to the vegan protein powder, which otherwise would be cheaper. If I just took a look at grams of protein, not grams of bioavailable protein. But the vegan protein powder seems to also have a few different functions, so there is a little bit of fiber in it. I also then do not have to consume as much lactose, which I have a suspicion that it causes some effects which I cannot quite describe, but seem to be metabolically costly, so to speak, at least for me, given my genetics. So even though it's often not a particularly tasteful experience to consume vegan protein shake after vegan protein shake, it seems that I at least can run a somewhat stable iteration of this from day to day. So for now about 2 weeks, I had about 4 protein shakes before my cardiovascular activity in the morning, usually a run, or often not in the morning, but in my circadian morning. And then I wait a bit until a few hours later. I then have another 4 protein shakes before I then do strength training in the evening and 10 minutes of cardio. This seems to allow me to eat 2 to 3 times a day and then also to fast for the rest of the day. Since I do run in the morning, it seems that my glycogen stores are somewhat depleted by the sleep, and the peak of stomach fullness and digestive tract fullness I then do not have to experience during the run, but rather I experience it in the strength training, which then also acts as a metabolic de-stressor, one could maybe say, which then seems to speed up how fast I then can go to sleep after and still have somewhat high quality sleep.